Scorpio, this October, the universe is guiding you deeper into your spirituality, connecting you with your higher self, and helping you step boldly onto your true path. Hey, Scorpio, I'm Lindsay with Love. I'm a Western tropical zodiac astrologer here to raise the frequency of the planet by transforming as many lives as I possibly can. And astrology is a tool that I use to do just that. So, welcome. I have you here. I have my computer and some notes here. I have my mic a little bit off screen. And every once in a while, Scorpio, I'll be looking down at my notes to make sure I'm delivering you the most accurate information for your October 2025 horoscope. So we're going to kick off with Mercury. We'll talk Venus, the full moon, Mars, the new moon, and then you will be on your way. Let's do the dang thing, Scorpio. Starting off, you've got Mercury, or we all have Mercury hanging out in the sign of Libra. And Mercury in Libra is very open in the communication. This is harmony of the mind, peace of mind, kind of internal balance. Your mind is, nice and calm. This is an easy energy, really powerful for negotiating, powerful for compromising, as well as mediating. And for you, Scorpio, this energy is hanging out in your in the house or in the part of the sky that involves your spirituality, your spiritual essence, your connection with your higher self, your connection with God, source, universe, creator, and the divine. It's the part of the sky that is all about dreams and synchronicities and angel numbers and kind of being able to connect to your intuitive gifts and really watch your life and your manifestations unfold. Now, with Mercury here, it's a time where you may have way more vivid dreams. You might be really interested in spending time alone, decompressing, doing some introspective work. Lots of meditating is suggested at this time, journaling as well, if I didn't say that already. And it's a time where I recommend that you do write down your synchronicities or at least follow them through. So, say you ask for a sign, right? God, source, universe, creator, please send me a blue butterfly within 24 hours if I'm meant to do XYZ. And then you get the blue butterfly, then you take action, right? So you're really spiritually connected. Your intuition is very much turned on, but the power of the intuition, Scorpio, lies in not just the ability to hear or see or have your claircognizance turned on. It's taking the action with faith, with trust in yourself, with trust in the divine, that the action is going to lead you closer and closer to your desired reality. So allow that to be what it is. You are very creative and imaginative with this energy as well at the beginning of the month. So if you have big ideas for something, or it feels like the ideas are just like downloading straight into your brain, write them out, keep a journal. I have my, I'll show you because it's right here. I have my creativity notebook. This is a notebook with all my creative ideas. There are pages and pages of creative ideas. And I just keep them all written down. And when I ever run out of a creative idea, which is very rare, I go to this book and I say, oh, I was gonna make a TikTok about that. Oh, I was gonna make a YouTube about that, whatever, right? So keep a dream, or keep a creative journal so that you can continue to create, because that's what life is all about anyway. All right, moving on. Mercury shifts from Libra into Scorpio on the 6th of the month, and this is powerful energy for you, Scorpio. Your thoughts are going to be intense. They're going to be probing. They're deep. You want to uncover the truth. You want to know what the meaning behind things is. This is like problem solving energy. This is troubleshooting energy. This is going deep within yourself energy. And for you, Scorpio, it's happening in the part of the sky that involves your core identity. So it would not surprise me this October if you are very focused in on like who you are. You might be asking yourself, who am I? Who am I? How did I get here? How did I create this manifested reality? And if I'm enjoying this manifested reality, what do I do to stay here? And if I'm not enjoying it, what can I switch up, transform a little bit energetically about myself through I am mantras, through changing my physical appearance, through showing up in different energy, so that I can step into this manifested desired reality. It's going to be very mystical type energy. It's going to feel very energetic, not so tangible, but there are tangible ways to use it to manifest something new. So you might be thinking like, who am I? How did I get into this current manifested reality? And how can I go from this current manifested reality to my next desired reality? How can I go from point A to point B? And Scorpio, it's all about your mindset. It's all about your energy, what you're showing up in. And so you might be saying, okay, well, in this manifested reality, I'm saying I am this, I am that, I am I'm this label, I'm that label. And in this desired reality, some of these labels have to change. Something has got to give. And so you start creating new I ams for the desired reality, while trusting that you can go there, right? With the new I ams. Perhaps in this manifested reality, people are perceiving you in a certain way because of the way you dress, the way you style yourself, the way you show up. Maybe you're walking around kind of hunched over, a little nervous, a little bit shy. Now, in this new reality, you're confident, people are coming to you, they're magnetic and drawn to you. And so in the current reality, you start to practice that energy. You practice the confidence, you practice exuding out magnetism, speaking, really projecting your voice, right? And so this is what's going to be on your mind. And it's like I said, it's going to be deep, because Scorpio is deep. You know, you're a Scorpio, you want to go deep, right? You don't want to talk surface level crap. And so your mindset is doing the same thing. But if you allow it to, and you document and you write down and you kind of find some patterns, you could shift yourself into a new reality very easily. You're thinking right now about the current life, the path you're walking down, and deciding if that's the one you want to stay on, or if you want to switch to something new. Okay. In the lower vibration, I don't want to say necessarily lower vibration, but in a less like Scorpio vibration, or in a little bit more of a slower vibration, this energy is a little bit more introverted. So you've got kind of introversion energy with Mercury in the 12th house at the beginning of the month. Then you've got this introverted energy for most of the month in this I am part of the sky. So it might be that you're doing a lot of like internal work, right? That is how you manifest. Everything starts on the mental plane. And so if the mindset isn't right, it's going to be a little mumbo jumbo in reality, right? So you might be doing a lot of time just not talking, more observing, more thinking things through for yourself. And that's really beautiful. Take your time to do that, Scorpio, because it is so rewarding once you figure it out. All right. On the 29th, so the very last Mercury conversation we'll have is that on the 29th, Mercury shifts now into Sagittarius. This is expansive energy. This is optimistic energy, jovial energy. This is bird's eye view. You want to take things big. You don't care about the nitty gritty details. You are ready to like soar with this energy. And for you, it's hanging out in the part of the sky for you that involves your worthiness, your gifts and your talents, and the money that you earn from your gifts and your talents, the material security and comforts that you earn from the money that you earn from your gifts and talents. And so for you, Scorpio, you've got your mind on your money and your money on your mind at the back half of the month. Not the back half, like the very end of the month. And it's a time where if you spent enough time kind of figuring out this I am new identity of Scorpio, if that's what you're doing, then you could start to focus in on what skill sets or what skills you might need, or skills that you need to enhance in order to earn, receive, have the things you desire from a material perspective based on this new identity. Okay, so it's a really beautiful story playing out. It's like you start off the month and you're getting all these aha moments and downloads and ideas, and you're connected to your faith, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to adjust this part of who I am so I can enter my new reality. And then it's like, okay, and these are the skills I need to have more of whatever for this reality. I mean, voila. It's really beautiful. And so it's a really powerful month for you to do some transforming if that's what you are desiring to do. All right, Scorpio, before we talk Venus, the energy of love and money, hit the subscribe button if you're a Scorpio, if you have a Scorpio or no one in your life, or maybe you're cross-watching for a Scorpio as well. Whew. Let's go. Venus is starting off in Virgo. This is an energy that's very healing. It's kind of compassionate. It's wanting to be of service to others. I think it's calming in a sense. Venus, the energy of love and harmony. In Virgo, in the lower vibrations, that's a little bit perfectionist, a little bit high strung, a little bit anxiety ridden. And so it's a more chill Zen energy, I would say. Kind of combats that Virgo energy in the lower vibes. For you, Scorpio, it's hanging out in the part of the sky that involves your social networks, the people that you're spending time with. This is very magnetic energy, radiant energy. Show up, Scorpio, as the most authentic version of yourself when it comes to your friends, business networks, colleagues, groups and organizations, anything you're invited to, because it's also the part of the sky that involves people that want to help you make your dreams come true. And Venus is the energy of money. So you're magnetic, you're radiant, you are hopefully showing up, Scorpio, as the healed version of you, which means you can help others too, right? Heal whatever they need to heal. By the way, we all have things we need to heal from, right? Or maybe not heal from, but like accept as part of our identity or part of our story so we can continue to move forward and manifest what we desire. And so here you are just like super magnetic, super radiant, um, social, charming, charismatic, and people are feeling that you're drawing them to you, and it could be that you draw somebody who wants to help you make your dreams come true. Or you're like drawing, or like this is because this energy is in Virgo, it's like the part of the sky that's all about wanting to like lead a charge, like you're inspiring and you're like bringing people together for the good of all to advance society in some way. And since this is a very like healing energy, service to others, it could be that you are starting some sort of group, starting some sort of movement or something like that, starting up a shelter for animal shelter or some sort of charity organization, and you're drawing people in to help you with that, and you're also drawing in like perhaps investors or people that can help you monetarily to make that a success as well. Really beautiful energy. Then Scorpio, on the 13th of October, Venus shifts into Libra, where Venus feels very nice and at home in rulership in Libra. This is a gentle energy. It's kind, it's charismatic, it's charming, it's a little flirtatious, it's artistic, it's creative. And this is happening for you once again in the part of the sky for you that involves your spiritual essence, your connection with the divine, your connection to all that is, your compassion for others, even if they don't have the same mindset as you, even if you disagree with them, your ability to see and understand your fellow humans based on their source energy as energetic beings, that we are all connected versus like us against them, me against them against us, whatever, right? And it's a time where you could really deepen your spiritual connection that you have, deepen your faith, lean into your faith. It's a time where you could heal any negative traits or bad habits or addictive behaviors that have been holding you back from your desires. It's a time where your imagination is turned on, your creativity is turned on, your manifesting power is turned on. And it's a really great time to once again go within, love yourself, just love on yourself. This is a whole month for you of really like loving on yourself so that you can transform your life in some way. And it might feel selfish at first to set aside that time for the self-care, for the self-love, but Scorpio, without being a little bit selfish on this journey that we call life, you will constantly just be pouring out of yourself to others, and eventually you will deplete. And so in order to fill your cup up, to feel whole and healthy and connected and all to all that is, and truly fulfilled and joyful, you've got to take that time. And then you take that time, you heal yourself, you connect with God, Source, Universe, Creator, you connect with your faith, you surrender to the ebbs and flows of life, honoring all parts of you. And that's really when you can start to serve others at a very high level, one that's non-judgmental and compassionate and is helping other people realize their essence as well, their spiritual essence, okay? So it's really beautiful energy with lots of potential for healing. You could, from a monetary perspective, Venus in the 12th, it's like very, very tangibly, it's like international business if you're doing anything like that. But I still say, keep your mind open, because at the beginning of this month, you've got Mercury in this part of the sky. Dreams are coming through, visions, ideas, very imaginative ideas. And then you've got Venus here later on. Are these ideas going to be monetized? Are you able to monetize them, right? We should all be paid for our spiritual gifts and talents. I truly believe that. So if you have those, if you're highly intuitive, if you are a tarot reader, if you're in astrology, if you're into like literally anything intuitive, psychic, mediumship, can't think of anything else at the moment, but whatever it is, like you could be getting paid for your spiritual gifts as well, assuming you put yourself out there, right? All right, Libra, let's move on to the full moon. The full moon is happening on the 6th of October in Aries, and this full moon is, in very general terms, asking you to become a bit more independent, from like an individualistic perspective. Not to say that like you are the boss of everybody, it's like you are the boss of your life, and like really empowering yourself to that, right? Because when you totally empower yourself, when you say, I am the creator of my reality, then guess what? You start to manifest the heck out of your reality, right? It's a time where with this full moon you might be learning something about yourself that might have been hindering you or holding you back from your dream reality as well. Okay, so for you it's happening in the part of the sky that involves your work. I'm talking every day, like drive to work, clock in, go to the team meeting, put the spreadsheets together, whatever it is you do for work. That day-to-day work, it's your daily routines. So you wake up in the morning, you get your steps in, you go to yoga, brush your teeth, whatever, right? And it's your health routines. And so this full moon is saying maybe there's something that needs to be shifted in your day-to-day life so that you can step onto this new path, into this new reality in an easier way. This full moon is helping you adjust your routines in some way to be more efficient, to be more independent, to be the boss of your own reality, to manage your own time in a very wise way, in a very productive and useful way. It could be that there are shifts in your day-to-day work routine, shifts in your day-to-day life. It could be that if you've been trying to figure out some health stuff, it could be that you figure it out, like all of a sudden it comes to you, or you're working with some health professionals and they finally figure it out type of vibes, because a full moon is like a flashlight, right, shining down on you. Now remember, from a health perspective, that you are equal parts emotional health, mental health, spiritual health, and physical health, right? And so we've got to honor all four components of the health in order to be nice and full and complete. If you are somebody who's listening that's working on finding more health in your life, then I would suggest the mantra, my cells are vibrating in perfect harmony. My cells are vibrating in perfect harmony. I love that mantra. I say it every single day to myself. I'm healthy. I don't have really a need to say it, but I just love that mantra. To feel like I'm vibrating in perfect harmony just feels good, right? So this could be also a time where if you've been working on healing something, you release it. You're like, all right, I'm done with that, right? Because the full moon says, I'm bringing something to culmination. I'm letting something go. Whew. All right, Scorpio, let's keep going. We're going to talk Mars. Mars in the sign of Scorpio. Ooh, you probably feel so freaking powerful, Scorpio. Go on. Go on, Scorpio. What do they do? Go on. Mars in Scorpio all month long. Started at the end of August. No, sorry. Started at the end of September, all of October, moving into the first few days of November. And this energy is powerful. You probably already feel it. You know it. It's your vibe. Mars, the traditional ruler of Scorpio. This is strong-willed. You're focused. You are going to achieve success. You are in it to win it. It is physical energy. It's passionate energy. It is drive, determination, right? And so for you, it's in the part of the sky, once again, that involves who the heck you are. Like, you are ready. Maybe you've been feeling held back. Maybe you were nervous to make some move. Maybe you were nervous to change something up in your life. But with Mars here, you're like, oh no, I'm the boss of my own life. I am the captain of my own ship. These are my rules, and I'm going to go do the damn thing. Whatever that is for you, Scorpio. You have a lot of physical energy around who you are, around your identity, and around creating your life the way you desire it to be. And Scorpio, that is the point of this reality. By the way, you don't have to play by your mom's rules anymore. You don't have to play by the church's rules or by the government. There's all these structures in place that box us into identities that don't fully suit us, right? And so this energy, I think, if you're using it in the highest vibration, you're like, damn it, I'm going to step onto this new path and I'm doing it. I'm for real doing it this time, and you have the discipline to do it and follow it through. In the lower vibration, like, you're pissed, you're very angry, but the frustration is kind of beautiful because it pushes you, because you're so frustrated, it pushes you onto this new path. So, take the easiest route. I say follow the path of least resistance as best you can. And just go for it already. You've been working spiritually all month. You've been working spiritually all month on your faith. Now Mars is saying take action. Take action. If you are trying to transform some of your life, it is time for you to take positive action toward your dreams and goals, okay? Whew. Oh my goodness. Let's finish with the new moon and then you are free to go, Scorpio. There's a new moon happening for you once again in the part of the sky that involves your spirituality, your connection to the divine, to the connection that all that is, to your dreams and your wishes manifesting into this physical reality. So, do you have desires around your spirituality, your intuitive gifts, your connection, your faith, your trust, releasing negative habits, manifesting like the manifesting master that you are? If you do, send those desires out to the universe with this new moon, on October 21st. Scorpio, claim in the comments below. Hit the follow button to subscribe button. I'm not on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button to lock it in, and I'll see you back here soon.